right, hello. Welcome to Torn from the Pages. My name is Joel. I'm the DM. We've been playing Candlekeep Mysteries, but we're in a little bit of a transition period here. So tonight we are joined with two new adventurers. Huzzah! Returning with us, we have Mnemosyne, played by May, and Taanyth, played by Jeb, and I'm gonna remember this time. Jesse plays Fen, because the last two times I've forgotten. I feel really bad that I did. And then we are joined with two new characters, a brother-sister combo in game. I won't say too much because I'll let them reveal more of it. Courtney is playing Ves'ryn, and Dan is playing Var'ryn. We are very happy to have them join us. We are going to just get right into it. Last time we got together, the adventurers, Mnemosyne, Taanyth, and Fen, made their way down to the market in Baldur's Gate. And they were trying to find a bookshop named, and they knew the word Dune was somehow involved. There had been a problem in the library with some demon spawning books. You know, just typical day at the library. And they found their way to the market, and they have actually come across the bookseller. Fen has very bravely, or perhaps naively, walked into the building with the boss of the bookshop. And that is where we are going to start. So we're going to our map right here. Mnemosyne and Taanyth are waiting outside the shop. Ves'ryn and Var'ryn, sorry, I just totally messed it up. Ves'ryn and Var'ryn have also found their way to the shop, but I'll let them explain why they're here. Fen, you enter the room with this, a taller woman, not elderly, but let's say middle-aged, and she's almost even a little bit hunched over as you enter.
Taller in general, or just taller than me?
Taller, like tall. Yeah, she's a tall woman.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, most people are taller than you, so Fen at least. So you enter a sort of common room in this building. 7 mismatched chairs are scattered around this homely common room. A couple of mugs and plates sit on a small circular table in the center of the space, and a tattered, faded rug decorates the floor. As you walk into this room, it doesn't smell so good either. It almost smells a little bit of like wet animal fur, and just it's yeah. I mean, if you like wet animal fur, then hey, it smells great. But it, like a wet dog kind of thing. She, as she walks through the room leading the way, she turns around and says, "Watch the rug. Don't step on it."
Why, is it gonna turn alive and eat me? Ha ha! And then he kind of like looks around like, is it?
And she just kind of turns away and is like, rolls her eyes a bit, shrugs, and keeps moving through the room. So do you follow her, or what do you do?
Well, I follow. Like I try to find a place to sit while making sure I don't touch the rug, and I leave a chair between us. There we go.
She says, "My office is in the back. Come."
Oh, uh, Fen looks at the door, hoping that if he has to make a call for help, that it will go through two sets of doors. But he's kind of too invested to be reserved now, so he follows.
Okay.
Do you think he's going to be okay?
I guess we'll find out.
This is how Fen does things. Alright. She leads you into the next room. More like a wide corridor than an actual room. This long and crowded space is occupied with 6 narrow cots.
Okay.
One cot is occupied by a younger woman who's taking a nap.
And Fen's kind of like getting weirded out. He's like, and this is where the book person is? This is where you can tell me more about the book? Why are we here?
You wanted to talk about the books? Go to my office. Shh.
This is your office? You do a lot of work in here, ma'am?
Through the next door yet.
Oh,
That is so
okay.
confused.
She doesn't seem to make much of an effort to walk quietly through the room, even though someone is asleep in it.
I follow, and I take the courtesy to kind of tiptoe.
Okay. And let's do a meanwhile. Change of scene.
Okay.
Mnemosyne and Taanyth have made their way, I think, to the front door. You saw Fen enter this somewhat, out of shape building. The building is not looking good. But you did see him enter the door. Go ahead, Taanyth and Mnemosyne, go ahead and both roll perception.
And
Let's see what you see.
Perception. So I would add 5 to that. So 15.
Okay, Taanyth, you notice a figure peeking head around the corner of the building. You just see a little bit of the head peeking around.
I move a little bit closer to get a better look. What direction was it in?
Sorry, to your right. Let's see it on the map now.
Oh, okay.
I forgot that what I could see, you couldn't see.
The power of the dungeon master.
That's right.
Wait for me. Where are you going?
Excuse me.
So there's probably, I would say, an awkward, like, whispered conversation as you walk up around the corner. And there's these 2 individuals there. They're probably whispering together, like, did they post guards out front? Is this the right house?
I don't know if that's the right house. Are you sure? You're the one who's supposed to be planning these things.
I mean, this is where we were told. This must be the right place, right? I, like, look out and around the corner.
Excuse me. I couldn't help but notice you peering around the corner and overheard some of your conversation. I've got a friend inside who may be in danger. What do you know of this place?
So you'd see, Courtney, do you want to describe your character since you are closer? I will follow.
So you see a kind of petite, lean, apparently female, part fae woman who is, green skin, green hair, very, almost looks kind of like she's got some plant in her somewhere, like there's leaves, there's flowers, there's vines. It's weird. But
It's not
she
all
also
decoration.
it's not all decoration at all.
Okay.
And she's at this point just looking at you with like big open eyes, just like
Oh no, we've been spotted.
yeah.
Not the worst size.
So behind her, slightly taller, and somehow, despite the fact that their age is very difficult to determine, somehow looks older than the other. Kind of more of a like yellowish bronze skin, kind of very long, like autumn-colored robes, quite literally reds, golds, browns. The bottom of which appear to be almost kind of transitioned to like a singed black. The two of them look like they might have been trying to hide around the corner of this building without ever having taken steps to ensure they succeeded at doing so. But as you approach them and you ask your question, the male of the two would probably respond, we're looking for those with nefarious intent. Our sources told us that this is the place to look. Something about this location brings ill omens.
That's not great news for our friend inside.
Oh God.
Maybe. I'm sorry. What brought you here? And if you're looking to, get involved in stopping the ill things that might be happening here, you can accompany us. But perhaps our friend inside is about to find out firsthand how ill it can be.
Hold on, let's not get hasty here. What sort of nefarious things are we talking about?
Those who twist others to their whims. We've been provided this information by a local community leader interested in the well-being of those around them. Gave us some information that the proprietor of this establishment was one who might have information towards a particular group that they were interested in.
Does that group perhaps happen to know maybe anything about like stuff coming out of books and like murdering people and stuff, like maybe?
Stuff coming out of books?
Yeah.
That's Var'ryn. That is so much cooler than what this is. Can we go do that?
Absolutely. This sounds far more valuable than what we were given. All we were told was something about death or dead and a trio. Something of that nature. I can't remember.
You guys are the best agents ever.
Yeah.
Something.
Immediately jump ship to the next thing.
I hope what you heard didn't have anything to do with killing a trio of adventurers.
I mean,
yeah,
Ves'ryn,
good point.
was that what we were supposed to be doing?
I don't know.
No,
right?
right?
I don't think so. We weren't going to kill anybody. We weren't supposed to kill anybody.
No.
No.
I hope what you're trying to remember is that you were coming here to warn a trio of adventurers that they were about to get murdered.
Perhaps. That could be why we're here.
100. Yeah, I think it's that.
So I'm taking it to understand that you are not guards nor allies of this establishment. You mentioned a friend inside. Hopefully a very large, powerful friend capable of taking on many foes by themselves.
He's a halfling.
But he's a very large halfling.
But
He
It makes them
does
sound
take
very
quite a bit of-
small.
Does that mean he's half of something?
What
I
would
would
his
like to
other
see
half
that.
be?
Crazy.
Well, I believe from his perspective, we all may be doublings, but
You get the distinct impression this pair is very fish out of water. Like they have not been out and about in public very much.
Samesies.
Yeah.
if you don't
In all
mind
serious
me,
truth.
if you don't mind me asking, the two of you, I spent a lot of time with elves as a child, and the two of you are almost even more elven than the elves I would spend time with. Are you Eladrin?
Yes, you've heard of our kind. I wasn't sure how many of the mortal
Certainly.
folk were aware of us.
I thought you were only like a make-believe thing. I know I read about them in books and stuff, but like never
Well,
met one. I thought
There
that
are
was
not many of us, and we tend not to travel far from home.
neat.
Yes, I thought it was quite rare indeed for you to leave the Feywilds, or whatever it's called where you're from.
Oh wait, the Feywild is real?
Oh yes,
Oh, yes.
Wow.
quite.
Feywild is real. Stuff coming out
Again,
of books
like-
and killing people.
There's a moment where Baron gets almost like introspective and like kind of like is remembering all of the wonderful things that are not this loud, smelly city.
At this point, Ves'ryn is just like generally fascinated by a beautiful red woman right in front of her that has no idea who the hell this is or how she became that way, but is like, wow.
What in my like old man sweater, like holding these books, being like, "You guys are weird."
Well, at this point, it's more the like horns.
All the little horns in my.
Yeah.
I forgot I'm tiefling and I have a tail. That's so exciting.
I honestly think the four of us are all pretty odd looking to anybody else.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
Two Eladrin, a Dwelf, and a
Hey, a Dwelf. No, we're not too common.
Yeah.
Right. So should we like go check on Fen, maybe, or perhaps he's already dead? Who knows? We should
Oh,
go.
yeah.
check.
I
perhaps.
think we should go check on him and hopefully not make things more dangerous in the process.
Should we try and find like a window or like a hole in the wall or something?
If your friend is perhaps in trouble, maybe we may be able to lend a hand, a flame.
Saving people, that's what adventurers do, right? We save
Sure.
people.
That's right.
They save those who need help, deliver justice to the unjust.
Absolutely! How do I get in?
I'm a cleric of the Forge, so I'm kind of into creation. So if we can't find a hole, I'll just make one.
Ah,
So
a man of the cycle.
Ves'ryn and Var'ryn, you had looked around the back and the side of the building. You didn't see any doors. And Taanyth and Mnemosyne, you just saw the door in the front that Fen and the woman entered through.
Okay, well, I guess we'll try the door. At least I will.
Well, there's no other exits to cover from this dwelling. Let us approach the front.
Okay, I guess I'll try to open the door.
And do you do it? Do you bash it in? Do you stealthily?
What do you open the door with?
Just my hands. I'm gonna open it normally. I'm not trying to open it super stealthily, but I'm not slamming it open either, right? I'm just opening the door in kind of a normal, nonchalant fashion, and walking in like if I don't know, like if somebody had just invited me in, even though nobody did, right? Just kind of that kind of casualness.
Okay.
Sure.
And so, same thing. You enter the room, mismatched chairs, mugs, etc., chairs around, tattered rug. There is a door north of you. You can see one across the way, but there's also a door to your east.
Place is particularly fragrant. Are
You
there animals in this space? It smells like there's animals here.
Oh, it does. It stinks.
So right now, only Taanyth is in the room. There, Mnemosyne is in. Is anyone else going inside? There we go.
Yeah, I will walk in as well.
So there's a door to the west, sorry? Or am I getting my...
To
The
the
east
guess
and the
that's-
north?
yeah, east and the north.
Oh, sorry, east and the north, right. West
Yeah.
is out. Okay.
You guys, I think
We-
it's this rug that is the stanky thing. I'm gonna tow it with my boot.
Is it wet?
Okay, you tow the rug, and the rug.
I don't like that you had to look this up.
I did, yeah. I had to just checking things out.
It's a mimic.
As you do it, Mnemosyne, the rug wraps itself around your ankle.
Oh no!
Oh,
and
good.
We need to roll for initiative.
Oh, God.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
I'm sorry, team.
Except for Fen. Sorry, Fen. You're not rolling.
I had a natural 20 and it rolled off of it. Bah! I got a 17.
I got 9.
Vess is bouncing. That means she rolled good.
Nope, 10.
I rolled 3, and I forget what you add to it in 5th ed. Just Dex? Is that it?
Correct.
No?
Yeah.
Okay, so 0. So 3.
Okay,
Aw.
so Taanyth 3. Ves'ryn got a 10. Mnemosyne
9.
and Var'ryn.
I got a 17.
Okay, so this works because I got a 21.
Oh, jeez.
So it works out.
Jesus.
The rug wraps itself around May's leg, Mnemosyne's leg, my apologies. Rolled a 15 to hit. Is that a hit?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So
She's made of
you
paper.
you have this rug kind of wrap itself all around you. It almost like kind of climbs up around your body, and it starts to constrict, and it's making it harder for you to breathe. On
good.
your
Love that.
on your turn, you're going to be able to. On your turn, you're going to be able to try and get out of the grapple. But at the beginning of your turn, unless someone does something about it beforehand, you will take damage from it. So right now the rug is wrapping itself around Mnemosyne. Var'ryn, is your turn.
Okay. Var'ryn
Ves'ryn
startled and
is
panicked
next.
for a second. Goes, the very walls and floors of this dwelling seek to thwart our righteous path. I will attempt to step back from wherever the rug is, and then I'm going to use the cantrip Produce Flame, and I'm going to try and shoot fire at the rug.
Oh, good. Set it on fire while I'm in it. Perfect. Oh, I'm a tiefling. I get fire resistance. This is perfect.
I knew that for sure. I got an 8 to hit.
Awesome.
Yeah, you're unable to, the flame just kind of peters out and doesn't make it to the rug itself.
Okay, fair. That's all I got for this turn. I don't
Okay.
think I have a bonus of value, so that's my turn.
Okay, then Ves'ryn is next, and Mnemosyne is after that.
Okay, seeing her brother's actions completely ineffective, she immediately yells, "Oh, magic isn't effective against this thing! I'll help! And she'll rush toward Mnemosyne and try to yank the rug off.
Nice.
Pull on it as hard as she can.
Okay, so let's make that strength.
We're so good at this.
I don't know what you expected.
I love it.
Oh my god.
Meanwhile, Fenn's been dead for 3 days.
Dirty 20.
Oh, okay. So you do.
No, we're just drinking tea in the back room.
Yeah.
Like, there was no threat. We're just,
You're
sharing stories.
squeaking and
In her
thumping
very
the
nice, decorated office.
You managed to get the rug mostly off of Mnemosyne. It still has some tassels that have wrapped themselves around her ankles.
Get off.
But you done good, kid. You got a lot of it off, so that was good. Mnemosyne, so you need to first roll. I will roll damage for you. So you take 6 bludgeoning damage
Jesus.
from this rug. It kind of whips itself against you. You can try and roll a strength saving throw.
Oh, good. I got -1 to that. Huh, 4.
You are, it's almost like you've climbed back into the rug.
Ves'ryn's just like, I'm trying to save you!
You felt some kind of safety inside.
Shouldn't have left the library.
Yeah. Okay, on to Taanyth, and then the rug goes after Taanyth.
Okay, can I use ranged on the rug?
Yeah, if you back up, you do without disadvantage.
Okay, that's what I'll do then. I guess I'll go. Well, can I? Is there a chair here, or can I? I can
Yep.
stand there.
Just a chair.
Okay. I will cast Firebolt on the rug.
Okay.
I rolled a 10 and I get +5, so 15.
Yeah, your firebolt whoosh into the rug. It does some damage.
Oh yeah, okay. D10, 7 damage.
So the rug takes some of that damage, but Mnemosyne feels a little bit of the fire too. No, Mnemosyne is fire resistant, so you only manage to take 1 damage. The rug.
And is the rug flammable? Because it says a flammable object hit by this spell ignites unless it is worn or carried.
But it does smell
count
like
as
wet
being
dog, right?
Yeah,
It's sort of being worn
technically
and
carried.
being worn.
Yeah, being worn and carried by Mnemosyne.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. It's also animate, so it's kind of yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything about vulnerability to fire
Oh yeah, okay.
on the stat block. So it is taking some damage. You can see some singed areas, etc. And Mnemosyne also is taking a little bit of damage. The rug goes next. It's going to continue to. It's going to continue. So it tries to continue rewrapping itself around Mnemosyne, but it is unsuccessful. It's kind of lashing away at her, but it's unable to get anywhere. Var'ryn and then Ves'ryn. So Var'ryn first.
So Mnemosyne is wrapped back up in this rug more than was before, or
no, she still has like a couple tassels around her ankles.
okay. Noting that our strange Dwelfin pal seems to be able to damage it with fire, and Mnemosyne seemed okay. I will move a little bit away from where the rug is, and I'm going to use Burning Hands,
Okay.
which is a dexterity saving throw. And it's a 15-foot cone, so I'm going to kind of aim it into the room away from all of us. And hopefully not hit Mnemosyne. I don't know if that's going to work or not.
Okay,
You're
well,
definitely-
it definitely failed. Mnemosyne,
Okay.
you are restrained. I think that means you can do a dex saving throw, but at disadvantage, I believe.
That is correct.
So
Sorry, pal.
the rug has failed.
Good. I just need another d6 for my damage.
I got an 8, so I probably also fail.
Yes.
Yeah, my DC is 12, so that's
Wah.
9 points of fire damage.
Okay, so
Oh.
Mnemosyne, you take 2 of those. Actually, no, you would take. Yeah, no, because you're kind of exposed. You're not wrapped up in it, so you'd
Yeah.
take 4.
Awesome. Love that for me. I'm at 5 HP.
Ah.
Taken down not by the rug, but by you guys.
Friendly fire. Literally.
Yeah, exactly. Ves'ryn, go ahead.
Okay, so Ves'ryn's trying to like pull it off her. So she's gonna, reach into her belt and pull out like her dagger and try and stab away at it to like cut off the pieces that are attached to
Doesn't go well.
Mnemosyne.
On her
Okay,
heroic
so you-
debut.
like slashing at the tasseled part?
Yeah, the tassels that are trying to hold on to Mnemosyne.
Okay, gotcha. Go ahead and roll.
$19?
Oh yeah, you definitely do it. So you what kind of weapon are you using?
Just a little dagger.
Okay, good. So you strike with your dagger and you kind of try and chop at the tassels. You definitely succeed. What kind of damage do you do?
I imagine that Ves'ryn and Var'ryn don't have any metal on them, so it's probably a dagger made of like an iron bark or like a folded leaves or something like that is kind of honed and sharpened,
Yeah.
as
okay.
opposed to traditional metal.
Right. Nature's shiv.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was thinking
nature
like
shit.
rock dagger,
Yeah,
really hard rock dagger.
like a flint dagger or something. Yeah,
Nice.
a nature shiv.
Nature shit. Love it.
5 damage.
5. Okay.
Hey,
Yeah, so you do manage to free Mnemosyne
Thank
by
God.
chopping at those tassels, and the rug is kind of undulating on the floor and making a lot of noise, knocking the table off itself, etc. Mnemosyne, it is your turn. Taanyth is next.
All right. I'm going to cast Firebolt at the stupid thing. Or I'm going to try to anyway. Let's see. Oh! Natural 1. It's wild
Good.
magic time, baby!
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
I feel like you need more dice. Better dice.
I think this is your first time doing it with a real 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm very excited.
19.
19. You hold out your hands. You were trying to cast was it fire or something?
Firebolt, yeah.
Yeah. Instead of fire erupting from your hands, a greasy ooze comes from your hands and splatters all over the floor.
Oh, did I cast grease?
You did.
yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So
No more fire spell.
A 10-foot squared.
Love
That's
that for
right.
us.
10-foot square centered on Mnemosyne is now grease just everywhere. So Mnemosyne, you need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, good.
Nobody
I'm
else is
thrilled.
in the range right now.
8.
Where on the floor is the grease?
It's centered on Mnemosyne, a 10-foot square.
Okay.
Yeah. Mnemosyne, you fall down. You wipe out in your own grease.
Awesome.
Yeah. So you're all slick and trying to get your
He's
way.
all set to mud wrestle this carpet, I guess.
You got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. So Mnemosyne, you are down. Taanyth, there's now grease all over, and a few cinders of fire in a few places.
Man,
to get
the fan art on this is gonna be crazy.
gonna get a lot more hot in here, I think. So this
More
I'm gonna-
fire, more fire.
yeah, flame
Set it on
bolt
fire.
the rug. We'll see what happens. 15 plus 5, 20.
Whoosh.
Did you just light me on fire?
5 fire damage. Not. I'm trying to kill the rug.
I got you, buddy. We're good.
Anyway, we're all on fire now.
Yeah, so
Cool.
Mnemosyne, you are prone and
not all on
a
fire,
greasy
right? It was-
rug.
No, but the whole room's on fire now, Jeb. Because grease is on fire. I am now trapped in a 10-foot cube of hell.
That's right.
Yeah, we'll get you out of there. I thought you were resistant to fire anyway.
Resistant, not repellent.
You're like the Elmo meme on fire.
Yeah,
This is fine.
literally me.
Out of the room comes this woman. She comes out of the door there, and just what is going on here?
This
And
flaming carpet just attacked us.
before your very eyes, she transforms into a humanoid dog-like creature, not werewolf. But more like a jackal, maybe.
Interesting.
And she,
A werewolf.
yeah, she.
I like
pulls out-
Werkle.
Yeah, she pulls out a scimitar, and yells, "Corvala! They've come!" We're gonna get back to Fen right away here, but actually, let's do that right now. So by this time, Fen, you have kind of near the beginning of the rest of the group entering the house. She had escorted you to this room.
Yeah.
There's a large wooden desk taking up most of this room. Atop the desk, a quill and a bottle of ink sit next to a leather-bound journal. A pair of decorative swords hangs on the wall behind the desk. There's a single bed tucked against the western wall. As you make it to this room, Corvala, you stay here. I'll be back.
What? You bring me all the way back here, and then you just leave me alone?
There's trouble. Trouble for all of us, maybe. You stay safe in here.
Okay. I'll just make myself at home, I suppose.
She kind of pushes you aside and makes her way out of the room. And you hear her call out, "Avani! Come to the front room!" As she kind of stomps her way through the hallway. Fen, what do you do in this room? You are in this room alone.
I get bored pretty quickly. I look around. I snoop. What's in this thing way back in the bottom left over here again? That was like a chest?
There is a trap door.
Oh, a trap door. I would leave that maybe later. I'm gonna read this book. What's in this book? Someone's diary?
It is a ledger documenting all of Aberdeen Books' sales. And in there, you see the books listed that have brought you here. That they're listed there as well. Beside their names of the books, you see the name Mortlock.
Okay, interesting.
That's what we were looking for.
I make a note of that and I put it in my brain notepad. I do another kind of cursory glance around the room if there might be something else interesting. But I kind of take my foot and kind of like tap on the door. Is it locked? Is it pickable?
On the trap door?
Yeah, is it openable?
There is a lock on it, but it doesn't necessarily look like it's overly difficult.
I don't have any lockpicks. I have an iron pot. Maybe I can just break it.
Give it a try. Do a strength.
Okay. Oh, that's a solid 5.
Yeah, it's just loud clang. Resonates from the iron pot hitting, but doesn't do anything to the lock.
I think better of it. Who knows? Maybe this lady.
Your pot is somewhat dented now.
Yeah, I'm pretty disappointed about that. That stings a little. Yeah, and I think better about it. Who knows? Maybe this old lady isn't as bad as I'm hypothesizing in my head, and I want to be on good terms. So after my one kind of bad attempt, I just kind of wait. I make myself comfortable in the chair and kind of like listen to see if she's coming back or anything.
Go ahead and roll perception. See if you can hear the chaos ensuing in the front room.
Mnemosyne screaming.
That's another 5.
No, yeah. Everything seems calm and peaceful for Fen.
Yep, I'm off in my little peaceful world, thinking about what I'm gonna do with all this information. I'm gonna come back with all this cool info, and I'm gonna be the hero.
You're gonna be the best adventurer.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go to the creatures then.
The hero we need, but not the one we deserve.
So this one here, she stepped into a fire. She needs to. She manages to dodge, jump out of the way with the dexterity check. So she kind of jumps onto this chair here. And she keeps yelling, "Corvala, they have come!" And Corvala opens the door behind Var'ryn. Var'ryn, the door, if a door could slam open, it just did. Okay. And you see this rather tall-looking woman there, and she too, as she's standing there. Where's my icon?
Ah, a hag! A hag comes.
She also transforms into this dog-like creature.
Not a hag.
And she takes out a scimitar, and she, in this dog-like voice, "Leave now."
What kind of a check is it to identify what they are?
Nature, I guess.
Oh, I can't do that.
Okay, so it is Var'ryn's turn next, and then
Okay.
Ves'ryn is upon deck.
How dead is Mnemosyne looking?
I have 3 HP.
Yeah.
3 hit points. Who's after
Yeah.
me? Vess is after me?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to step away from the proprietor, the shop owner.
Do you disengage
I don't know if-
or?
Nope. I just take 1 step away.
Okay, she yeah, she swings at you.
Okay.
But she rolled a nat 1. Her scimitar doesn't quite make it through the door opening, kind of lodges itself into the door jam.
And I go, ha ha! I will turn to the side where the fire is now raging, and I will kind of whisper to myself, "Sorry, friend, not yet." And I will pull out what appears to be kind of a petrified piece of wood, and I'll kind of hold it in that direction. I'll kind of like bring it up and then down, and I will cast Create Water. And I'm just going to drop a layer of water on the entire room and just drop it down because it's a 30-foot cube.
Yeah, so this cube of water, I guess, or it just springs forth from this your druidic focus. Was that
It's
your
my
petrified
spellcasting
wood?
focus. It's my my petrified wood.
Okay, springs forth and just covers the ground, the rug, Mnemosyne.
Probably all of us, honestly.
Yeah, flood of water that then starts to fill the room a little bit, not dangerously so.
Yep.
And it starts to leak through the floorboards, etc., putting out the fire. Hooray
Excellent.
for Create Water!
I will then step into the corner of this room and put a little distance between myself and these strange werkles, as they were called. That's my turn.
Okay. And Ves'ryn.
So Ves'ryn sees Var'ryn do like all his awesome stuff, and as he goes to step beside her, she just like kind of turns and looks at him and is like, "Now this is adventure." And she'll like turn away from him and reach and grab what appears to be like an acorn hanging around her neck, and she'll grab the acorn and lift up her other hand and cast Eldritch Blast at the werewolf-y thing right in front of her.
Oh, the one
Nice.
that came through the door. That's coming
Right
through
through
the
the door.
door.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Eldritch Blast. What color is your Eldritch Blast?
Green, because I'm green, because
Okay.
everything's green.
And what sound does it make?
Kind of like a rushing wind kind of deal.
Nice, I like that.
That was
That's a good
more
detail.
creative than I thought you were going to do.
Yeah.
I was expecting like,
You have little face.
yeah, yeah.
A little bit of
It's in Star Wars, Daniel.
Yeah.
like a ricochet.
Sorry. Yeah.
13?
13 hits. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, kind of slams into her right in the chest.
Are there any numbers higher than 10?
Yeah. Yeah.
8.
8 damage.
Nice.
Okay.
That was good damage.
Yeah, she felt that. And she
That was an owie amount of
growls
damage.
Yep.
when that happens. She,
Don't like that.
Mnemosyne.
Good lord. Okay.
Taanyth is after Mnemosyne.
I'm no longer on fire, but I'm prone, so I have
That's
to
a
use half
plus.
my movement to get out.
Yeah.
So I'll do that. But I'm not gonna. It doesn't wash away the grease, right? The grease is still there.
Grease is still there, yeah.
Okay, so I'm not gonna.
You smell like grease and wet dog. And burnt.
And I'm burned.
This has not been a good day for you.
No, it's really. I told you guys it was a bad idea to leave the library. I told you I would stay and you guys could go, but you're like, no, Mnemosyne, we need you. Whatever. Bad idea. I'll do Ray of Frost at this one. I got 12.
Okay, you hit Ray of
Hooray!
Frost.
Oh, max damage. I got 8 cold damage.
Whoa.
Take
Nice.
that.
And
Bada
her
big boom.
speed is cut in half, I think.
What's that?
Her speed is cut in half with Ray of Frost. Is that
Yeah, speed is reduced by 10 feet.
okay? Taanyth. Wow, there's fire. It's like Game of Thrones, Songs of Fire and Ice.
Yeah. Okay. I think instead of trying fire this time, I will try radiant. So I'll do sacred flame on that same one over here.
It's got the spirit of burning the house down.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
sacred flame. So I don't make an attack roll. You make a dexterity saving throw or take D8 points of radiant damage.
So
Okay. It takes. I rolled a 2. 2 points of radiant damage.
now- okay. And once
2
again,
more damage than I had.
yeah, this creature too lets out this horrific kind of howl type, yelp type, agony scream. The one called Corvala steps into the room. What have you come here for? She, pulls her scimitar out of the door jamb and wields it, looking at all of you. What have you come here for? We're just
We're just worried about our friend.
Your rug attacked me.
Who's your friend?
You
Where's
snitch on me?
Where is he? What have you done to him?
Did you talk about the halfling?
Yes.
He's in my office. We were going to talk, and you come in here and burn our house and attack.
No, the rug attacked us.
Yes, security is needed. What is it that you want?
To know that our friend is safe, and we were trying to investigate. We were trying to investigate where these books came from.
Books. Yes, you were the ones that came to my book stand. But I did not have anything to do with what those books did. Now, leave this place, or I will kill you.
Not
Is there an
leaving
amount
without.
of time? Oh, I was going to ask if there was an amount of time where I would grow bored and just test the door to see if it was locked or not.
Oh, which door? The trap door?
No, like my door. Like,
Oh, yeah,
technically, I
you
don't know if-
definitely... Fen would definitely have gotten bored by now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I kind of like peek my head around the corner and see if like, is that lady still asleep? I don't know.
She is not in that hallway anymore.
So I look at this now empty hallway and I'm like, hello? Old lady?
No one there. You can hear a very gruff voice coming from an open door. You can see the back of a fairly tall now creature, covered in fur, and there are still wearing like wraps and things like that. But you see this fur jutting out of the various folds.
I'm going to see if I can get someone's attention to like stop Taanyth from talking, or even just get Taanyth's attention to be like, don't say my name. I'm trying to like make a deal.
Okay, so
That'd be like
you're making
a stealth check or like a sleight of hand. I don't know.
Performance.
Yeah, yes,
Performance.
for you, you'd roll performance, and Taanyth
Awesome.
would be more of a perception check.
Okay.
10. I rolled a 10.
I
Okay,
rolled
so-
7, and I get +5 to perception, so 12.
Okay, So, Taanyth, you see Fen making some gestures. Yeah, you're not quite sure what you interpret this as.
You want me to steal third base?
What does that mean in the world of D&D?
The third base, that could be like a campaign, objective.
Yeah.
So you see him, and it looks like he's maybe like slashing the air with his hands. Slash.
Swords. Sword her. Shut her up.
Okay, well, I guess I'm not sure how to interpret.
But you see me.
You do see him.
Okay, well, I'm very excited to see you.
Oh no.
There he is.
And
Is that your friend?
Corvala,
small one.
Corvala turns around and, I told you to stay in the office. Are you with these intruders?
Oh, who are those? I don't know who those are, and I make it very obvious in stilted language. I don't know who these guys are, but I sure as hell don't think they know me either.
Your friend
I'm going to
seems to have
meet
forgotten
you
you.
back in the office. Walk, walk, walk.
Is he also half-wit? Halfling and half-wit?
The goldfish's memory, that one.
Corvala has just rolled an insight check to kind of, and she did pretty good. Not great, but decent. If you were here for him, I will let you all go without killing you. There are more of us. All I have to do is say the word, and our entire group will be down upon you like jackals. That's a pretty good simile.
I like it.
And I will let him go if you go.
Well, seems simple enough.
Mnemosyne is
The
soaking
math
wet, half burnt, and covered in grease, and she's like, "Okay, yep, let's go." I'm
In
done
this time
here.
that we've been chatting, could I have walked to Mnemosyne and given her cure wounds?
Yeah, definitely.
There you go.
I will roll a cure wound quick. You got 4 hit points.
Hooray!
I'll give you cure wounds as well.
Ooh.
Another 4. I think it's just the
Right.
D8, or do I add anything to it?
You
Your
add your
wisdom.
spellcasting modifier.
7 then.
Hooray!
Nice.
Okay. You go. The halfling goes. Never come back.
Well, Fen seems to have this under control, so I say we leave.
All right. We'll leave, and I assume that our halfling friend will meet us in a couple minutes.
He will come right now. No more
then
talk.
We'll have no reason to come back then.
You're all remarkably willing to trust monsters. This is intriguing.
We're new at this.
We're all monsters from someone else's perspective.
Wow, very deep. Very
Yeah.
deep.
Var'ryn muses over that, and we'll follow the group out of the house if that's where we're going.
Still in her were-jackal form, Fen, you can hear her
Oh,
now quite,
Moving around
loudly stomping down the hallway. She stands at the door. You need to leave now. No talk. No information. You go.
I don't know them. I swear I wanted to.
Now he's by himself. Uh-oh.
Help!
Go
I
ahead
don't
and
know.
roll
Okay,
deception.
thank you. And he kind of like tries to.
Oh. She doesn't leave a whole lot of room for you to go, but she is.
I rolled a 10.
10. I've been in market long enough. I know a deceiver. You go now.
Oh, yes, okay, thank you. And he kind of squeezes, ooh, and runs.
Okay.
And he gets out and he's panting like,
And
oh,
the room.
did you guys know that old lady was a wolf thing?
You walk through the room that has 6 inches of water and now has wet dog smell and burnt carpet smell and a little bit of burnt tiefling smell.
And greasy smell.
Greasy,
great.
yeah. It's.
We went in with the intention of getting to Fen. We got 8 feet and almost ruined everything in that house. And never got out of the foyer.
Yep. That sounds right.
He, Fen looks at the newcomers and he's like, oh, Taanyth, did you heal this one? She looks ill. Wow, who are you guys?
Greetings, small one. I'm Var'ryn, and this is my sister, Ves'ryn.
Oh, your names rhyme. That's cute.
Is a trait amongst our clan.
You must run out of names.
We get creative.
Yeah, I'm Finn. Fen. Sorry, I almost forgot my name. That's a mess back there. Everyone's
Hello.
all right?
Fen.
I would like to point out that that was Shannon's fault.
Fen Foom.
I'd like to say I'm a Fin fan.
Yeah.
Fin Foon fan?
Yeah.
Ves leans over to Var'ryn and is like,
He's a lot
I
of fun.
think we will call him Goldfish.
Yes. Goldfish, and he puts a hand on your shoulder. You do excellent work. You braved that monster by yourself, a true hero.
Your observations about him earlier were half right.
Well, we're left with nary but half a plan.
And that's when Fen kind of like puts things together. So, you guys are with us? What's going on, guys? He's looking at Mnemosyne and Taanyth.
Well, first of all, you should know that all of this was Taanyth's idea, and I just followed. So whatever you saw is all his fault. But these two proved very useful, so I think maybe, having them around would be like not a bad thing. Maybe.
I'm sorry I set you on fire.
My true purpose
me
in
out.
joining this party, I was hired to assassinate that rug.
Way back in Candlekeep.
Rug with your big bad evil guy.
You were like, there's a shop in Baldur's Gate, and I'm gonna get that rug.
My
That
father
was my
before
brother.
me tried to kill that rug. My grandfather before me
Yeah.
tried to kill that rug. It is my destiny.
And then I say, well, it wasn't a total loss. And he kind of like scratches his chin for a second. And he's like, Mortlock, yes. And he says that he found a potential source for the book that they were looking for.
Mortlock. Don't we know that name?
Do you? I don't.
Who was the guy that we met when we were in that mansion that was on another plane and then we lost him? What's his name?
Oh, remind me of that. Triggered.
Even I have to look that one up.
Oh, that wasn't Mortlock? I could just be
Oh,
getting people's
maybe it
names
is.
mixed
Who
up.
knows?
All I remember is a cat.
Okay. I remember running into
dying.
somebody when we were into that mansion and then he took off or something. I don't think we ever found him again.
And
Should
you
we go
guys did
back?
not.
As you try and work through the name in your head, It did indeed start with an M, but the name Matreus comes to mind.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Ah, yes, Matthew.
That guy.
Well, you guys look like you need a drink. Pub time?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Fermented liquids. A specialty of this place.
It is what adventurers do, yes?
I
Sure.
believe
And
so,
everyone
sister.
else.
Can adventurers also take baths?
I'm sure there's
And maybe
a
do
lake or
laundry?
something nearby.
Yes, we could bathe in the lake, yes?
Yes. We may
That's not what I mean.
eventually need to report back, but until then,
Report back
perhaps
to who?
liquids.
How often do you return to the Feywild?
Well, he like awkwardly kind of like looks around. So far, never. This is. You get the impression it's their first time away from home,
Oh.
so to speak.
You haven't forgotten how to get back.
Definitely not.
Why would we want to go back? There is so much more to do here. So many people to help.
There is a lot of adventure to be had here.
Exactly. We must continue upon our adventures.
Do you guys know what a mortlock is?
Have we ever heard of a mortlock?
Yes.
Possibly some type of door lock?
Maybe.
Perhaps one
Maybe it's
made of
like-
mortar, brick, and stone.
Oh, that is good,
Or-
brother.
A stone
a
lock
death
in the
lock.
ground, perhaps.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Deathlock.
Deathlock.
Bah,
This
undeath.
is where D&D and DC universe combine.
Yeah.
So dark.
Gritty. It's gonna get gritty now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
four.
good.
Snyderverse.
Ugh. We're gonna just do endless smash cuts.
Yeah.
Each cut lasts approximately like 8.8 seconds.
Poor editing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The four horse locks, I think, right? There's the warlock and the famine lock and
That's really good.
deathlock. What's the
The pestilence lock.
pestilence lock? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the one I was missing.
Yeah. Is there value in regathering our strength and finding more information from the monster of Autumn's Dune? He like sign.
I think we should stay away from that. She doesn't like any of us anymore. There might be better information somewhere else. Someone with maybe a more liberal tongue.
He does seem interested in kidnapping small folk. That sounds
She
dangerous
didn't
to leave
kidnap
alone.
me. You guys screwed up.
No, Taanyth screwed up.
I believe we were told that you were kidnapped.
We were told that you were kidnapped and in danger, and we must rescue you as adventurers should.
I hear there's a lot of accusations of blame going on here, but really, unless any of you have the ability to look at alternate timelines, there's no telling what could have happened if I hadn't done what I've done.
I could perhaps briefly sneak back in, take a look.
Are you particularly sneaky?
Not as I am.
What does that mean?
And then he will kind of like smile at you a little bit, and then his form shrinks down to that of a small spider on the ground.
And
I
I will
will wild
immediately
shape.
leap into like Taanyth's arms or something because I don't like spiders.
I'm not the smallest anymore.
And the two front legs go.
Vess will just like reach down and put her hand down in front of her brother, let him climb on,
Did they
and then just
teach
look
you-
at him and be like, on the windowsill.
There is
Or
no
the
way
door
to-
shade.
Feywild?
Yeah.
Spider points to the door.
She'll
And then
like
goes-
walk him over to the door.
I will attempt to sneak into this building.
Okay.
Oh,
Nice
Be careful.
twist.
Don't get stepped on.
So
Hope I don't get stepped
I'm
on.
gonna see if I can find a nice.
Oh, I'm one of the waters with the spiders with the ability, the tensile strength thing, where they can walk on water. I'm that kind of
Oh.
spider.
Oh,
You
okay.
don't drown.
How
Immediately
convenient.
drown, or I'll go up and along the wall, I guess.
It kind of is a spider icon here. That one.
That'll work.
That's spidery.
I wonder what liquids they can do that on and which ones they can't, because they should all have like different surface tensions technically.
Right? Maybe I will here, but not on the grease. I don't know.
Okay, so you enter the.
If it's a problem, I'll walk on the wall.
Yeah.
Var'ryn enters the room, clickety clacking on his little spider feet. And you can see that there are two humans cleaning up everything that has gone on in this room. And sweeping and mopping away the grease. That'd be a tough job to do, especially before like soap was invented.
Ye
How long
olden
does the
dawn.
grease smell last for?
Oh, I think.
I'm looking it up
I
now.
have it here.
1 minute.
1 minute.
Yeah.
Okay, so it should have dissipated by now.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there is a burnt rug and a few other singed things that they're dealing with. But they are trying to clean up. So, where do you go, Mr. Itty Bitty Ves'ryn?
I'm gonna
Itty Bitty Var'ryn.
Try and go in the door that the only door I've seen that our friend came from. I'm gonna try and go to the room with all the cots in it. Not that I know that that's what's in there, but that's the room I'm gonna try and go to.
Okay, so
Like
go ahead and
to here.
go ahead and you slink your way through. You end up in a room with several cots in it. There's no one sleeping here now. You do hear voices, somewhat panicked, speaking in a door that you can see right there near you, as well as from down the hall.
Ooh, can I listen to what any of these voices say? You're talking about in the voices in the main room here with these guys talking?
Sure, they could talk.
Or somewhere else? Well, wherever the
yeah.
voices are coming from, I'll try and go there.
Okay, so the voices are coming from this doorway here.
Okay, then I will go to that doorway and either try and listen from outside or from inside, whichever is more effective.
Okay. And you're able to just crawl. Do you want to go into the room? Because you would definitely be able to crawl under the door.
Yeah, I'm gonna go under the door and kind of like up along, sort of like baseboard height.
Okay.
I don't want to be on the floor because I don't want to get stepped on. Oh no. I don't want to get stepped on, so I don't want to be on the floor, but I don't want to be at like eye height.
Okay. So
So if I get stepped on, I'm gonna be me again, and I'm not gonna make it out the door.
so in the room,
Ah,
you see the woman Corvala talking to two other jackal-wares. You hear her saying she's okay. I have to do 3 NPCs at once here.
sorry.
You got this.
Yeah, I'll go low, high, and medium. So
Yeah.
Corvala is. They're on to us. The dead 3 set us up. The Flaming Fist has sent their mercenaries. We have done nothing wrong. We just are looking out for our own. But they know too much now. And the other ones are, Corvala, what do we do now? What do we do? Yeah, Corvala, what now?
I like this beast jackal monster. Hey, over there, everybody!
It sounds exactly like Mickey Mouse. It's just,
Hey, check out that spider.
Do we really have to kill them?
I know.
the other one goes, well, gorsh. I don't really know.
I know how much you hate spiders,
Let me
Corvala.
get my nature shield.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
Ruined forever.
Yeah, sorry. One of the jackalwares say, Natalia will come back. We will make that happen. We will earn our coins some other way. The dead three, we must not trust them anymore. They have brought this upon us. We just want Natalia to come back. And Corvala says in her gruff voice, yes, me too. Natalia is our true leader. I can only help in the meantime, but we best be on our guard. Do not trust anybody. And Corvala then exits the room and stepping over the spider, way on the baseboard. I don't know if this place would have baseboards like
That height. Like he's like 3 inches off the ground, but on the wall.
Gotcha. And Corvala goes back, and you hear the door slam to the room down the hall.
What is in this room as far it looks like storage of some kind?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's a storage room. Except for a corner with 2 stacked wooden trunks, the walls of this room are lined with half-empty bookshelves. There is a jackware. There are 2 in here. And they are looking through the bookshelves. You can see that this is where books for this bookstore would be stored.
Okay. Are these 2 continuing to talk after she leaves, or are they kind of going back to whatever duties they have?
They'd be kind of mumbling to themselves, and but sorting through the books.
Okay. I'm going to. How long was that? I only have an hour.
That was
shape.
What, like
a couple minutes?
5 minutes tops.
Sure. I assume I'm pretty slow moving around this space.
Yeah.
My movement as a spider is a climb speed of 20 feet, so that's actually not that bad. I got skittery little legs. I'm going to attempt to follow Corvala into her office and see if she's doing anything interesting.
Okay. Go ahead.
Same thing, kind of scuttle along the wall.
Yeah, so you get into Corvala's office, and she sits at a desk. She's opened some kind of ledger. She's writing things down. You can see in this room there's some books, journal on the desk, a trapdoor, a bed.
Can I see what she's writing?
So you climb up onto the desk, or you like hang
Probably like
over
the
top?
wall, kind of like above her
yeah.
shoulder, like looking
Nice.
down.
Yeah, she's doing some sort of bookkeeping, accounting.
Okay, she's
that
not like
kind of
writing
thing.
a confession that has all the information I want in it.
No.
He's like, return to work. Okay.
Yeah.
Am I small enough to sneak into the trapdoor? If I wander to that side of the room, is there enough space for a spider to get in and around the trapdoor, or is it pretty solid?
I'd say so. It's not.
Okay. I just want to peek on the underside and see what's in it. I don't want to push my luck too far.
Oh, pardon me. Okay. So we're going to take you down to the map at the bottom. There's a little extra map here at the bottom.
Oh no. Ooh.
So
Excited.
Come here, little spider. A narrow descending passage ends in a circular chamber containing 2 padlocked wooden trunks. So you see stairs that go down about 20-30 feet. Oh, sorry, 15 feet. And there are 2 padlocked trunks.
Huh. How are they the same kind of trunk that was in the book storage room? Like same rough size? Like maybe they hold more books, or
yeah, I mean, to a spider, these
everything looks
trunks.
huge.
Yeah, exactly.
This must be what Fen feels like. Everything is large.
I heard that.
Okay, not wanting to push my luck, I will leave this space and I will go back up and try and like skitter my way back outside. So wherever the group is, if they're standing immediately outside the door, or around the corner, or down the street, or wherever they are, I will try and find them.
Yeah, so you find the group there kind of... You wouldn't still be hanging out in front of the door, I assume. Like a bunch of teenagers at 7-Eleven on lunch break.
Yeah.
Loitering.
Waiting.
Hey man, you
Loitering.
want to buy me some smokes?
That's right. Yeah.
Loitering and.
So,
That's
yeah,
a Super Troopers reference.
the rest of the group is outside the building.
Okay, I will return to wherever they are, and I will revert from spider form. Wah! And then I will take a bow.
Gross.
Rude.
Small golf claps from Ves'ryn.
Like
Yeah.
golf.
Well, these folks are definitely evil. They mentioned, and then I will tell them about how I found a group of them, and there was a conversation, and they said something along the lines of, "The Dead Three set us up. The Flaming Fists sent their mercenaries. We have done nothing wrong. We're just looking out for our own. They know too much now. Korvala, what do we do now? Natalia will come back. We'll make it happen and earn our coin in another way. We cannot trust the Dead Three anymore. We just need Natalia to come back. Yes, she's our true leader. I can only help in the meantime. Be on guard. We can't trust anybody." And then she returned to her office, started writing in books, and then I crawled under this crazy trapdoor that I found, and there was some steps down and a very ominous-looking 2 trunks stacked on top of each other in like a special chamber underneath the rest of the shop. And everything felt very sinister.
The Dead Three. That's interesting. You guys mentioned something about a trio. I thought you were talking about the 3 of us, but
No, there's a... oh, man, what's his name? Dan can't remember. Let me run to my notes real quick. Captain Zodge of the Flaming Fist is an individual, the community member I spoke of earlier. Seems to be a well-meaning individual. Sent us on a quest to come to this place and learn something about this Dead Three, this evil trio. I'm not sure what this might mean, but clearly this individual is up to no good. Anyone who calls themselves the Dead Three must be bad.
Can I make a history check?
What are you trying to know?
I just don't want to metagame because, well, I have my theories of who that is, but I don't know if I
Sure,
don't know if
okay.
Taanyth. I don't know if Taanyth
Taanyth,
does.
Taanyth is well read.
I'm a cleric too, so maybe that's a religion thing, which I also have ranks in. If that would give me the better result.
Ooh,
Uh,
ranks.
you
That's some old
choose.
school
Or
terminology.
sorry, rank. You know what I mean? I have a
Yeah.
train. Yeah.
Yeah.
You choose which one you want to roll as.
They're both the exact same plus. I'll do religion actually. If
Sure.
my hunch is right, that's going to be the better
I agree.
roll. If I'm thinking I know who these are, I rolled. Come on, it's like on the edge. I think it's actually a 3, but it was like edging on like the 16, and then it's like,
That always happens to you.
yeah. Okay, well, if I rolled a 3, then I get 8.
Yeah.
Mm,
So I mean, you probably would have recalled, the name, the Dead Three.
Oh, yeah. I think they might be talking about these 3 gods that used to be mortals, but then were gods and then got killed again. They're all evil. One's named Bane, one's named Baal, and one's named Markal. But I can't remember which one's which. I definitely don't remember. I definitely don't remember any story about them playing a game with Jargal on how to get his portfolio and split it up into 3. Don't remember anything about that. But
Which was the short one? Which one's the tall one? Which one's the fat one?
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
Mnemosyne is also super well read. Would that jog anything from her memory, and she could kind of fill in some gaps? Her favorites are myths and legends.
Go ahead and read. Roll. I mean,
Would that be history or religion?
depends how you want to approach it.
I'm gonna go history. Just because my religion's not good. Here we go. 14.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you definitely remember a little bit more. Mnemosyne, do you want to? Do you know what you're saying, or?
Oh God, no! I have
Okay,
no
I
knowledge
didn't
of
know.
Forgotten Realm before at all.
I didn't want to put words into your head.
Then please do.
Upon speaking about the Dead Three, hearing Taanyth talk about it, Mnemosyne confirms, yes. Sorry, I feel weird saying what you say. I'll just say what you think.
Okay.
Yes, the names Bane, Baal, and Merkel do ring a bell. You have come across those names as well. You also have heard of the Dead Three as a cult, and that it has, in recent times, even though you've been at Candlekeep all this time, Candlekeep being close to Baldur's Gate, you still would hear word from there every now and then about goings on, and you are aware of this cult that has started to make some inroads in Baldur's Gate, and has started to cause some issues as well. The Flaming Fist, which Var'ryn also mentioned, you're aware, and Ves'ryn and Var'ryn would be aware, that it is a group of mercenaries that are in Baldur's Gate that are desperately trying to keep the peace, but in not necessarily the most peaceful way. I mean, there's a lot of things I could say, but yeah, that would take a while.
All right. I guess I'll relay that back. Like, oh yeah, well, I've heard of that before. I read it in like this book about all like the secret societies and whatever, and it's like a conspiracy thing, and there's like a cult maybe, and like I've been hearing from Candlekeep that they're starting to come back at Baldur's Gate, so maybe that's like a thing or whatever.
what is a cult?
A cult is like a group of people who like something, but like in a weird and creepy way. And they make like a whole. It's like a whole thing, and they
A
like
conspiracy theory religion.
Yeah.
It's a religion, but the person who's at the top who knows it's all bullshit is still alive.
Ah. Well, sounds like they prey on those beneath them.
Pretty much. On the gullible.
Are
Fair
the
scoffs.
five of you hanging out at that spot, or are you kind of walking your way back through the city now? Are you like skulking in an alleyway having this conversation, or are you?
I figure I envisioned that we were like 2 doors down.
Yeah.
Like we haven't left the street yet, but like we're not standing outside being like the dead 3. Here's everything I know about them.
Okay.
Yeah, hopefully this isn't like a Voldemort thing where every time we say one of their names, they like hear it.
Beetlejuice.
When we eventually fight them, they gain 5 hit points every time we say Bane or Ball or whatever.
I cast
saying
Bane.
their
I mean,
name!
go.
Ah! B who must not be named.
No.
Alright, fine.
I still wouldn't know which of the 2
Nope.
we're talking about.
The individuals that are more than 2 and less than 4.
There you
Could
go.
there perhaps be more clues to these individuals in these mysterious chests beneath the building? Or is this worth perhaps taking another look? I worry that if they have ties to this dangerous group you mentioned, they may flee now that their identities have become a little more unknown. What if we were to return to the Flaming Fists and tell them of their monstrous origins? Perhaps they would storm this place, or maybe that would at least be their fear.
You mentioned something about them feeling like they had been betrayed though by the Dead 3, and that their real leader was missing or something?
Yes, they mentioned a Nadalia who was their true leader and is away, and they're waiting for this individual to come back. And it sounds like they maybe had some sort of arrangement with this cult. And they certainly fear the Flaming Fist, which makes sense. Fire is dangerous.
And they do have rugs.
And their furniture is flammable.
Are you saying that we should find this Nadalia? Or are we going to do a heist?
Yes.
I mean, a heist sounds very intriguing.
I wouldn't say no to both.
Both it is.
Yeah,
Am I-
I feel
More
like we have more
adventures, right?
information to start the heist, but perhaps also finding this Nadalia might have more information as well. I just don't know where to even begin.
Am I right in saying the Flaming Fists are kind of like a mercenary guild that were so good at what they were doing that they eventually got hired by the state, right? And now they're kind of like the pseudo guard for Baldur's Gate, even though technically the org structure is a little weird because they're still technically a mercenary guild that doesn't take direction from the state, other than the fact that the state's like paying them, so they want to do a good job to get paid. But it's not like the mayor goes in and tells them what to do because they're not actually part of the government.
Fen says politics is hard. But if we find Nadalia first, do we still have to do the heist, or do we get to skip that part and go straight to the basement? If we come back with information, do you think they'd let us in?
Perhaps. You had mentioned these books with monsters in them. I fear that may be what's locked up in the basement. More books with monsters.
So we don't need to come back with it. It could just be a heist without bringing things back.
What are we heisting?
Just to
Nothing,
look.
apparently.
A look heist. A window shopping heist.
Okay.
A destructive heist.
This sounds like I'm going to get lit on fire again.
If you do, I will put you out.
Appreciate it.
An information heist, also known as gathering intel.
Recon mission.
Yeah.
We're all really good at spying. I think.
Yep.
Well,
Thank God we
it went
have
really well the
Var'ryn.
last time. We did, in fact, end up inside the building.
And we
that
gained
was-
much information that we did not have before the building.
I think it went really well.
And no one died.
Well, thankfully.
No one permanently died. Perhaps we should consider our options over some fermented juices.
Right, liquids. We were going to get liquids. Are they even going to let me in anywhere in this state?
I'm sure
I
we
will
could find a
use
river.
Druid Craft, and I will make her smell like roses.
Perfect.
I cannot do anything about your clothing, but
I can
perhaps-
use mending to fix anything that's been damaged.
Please fix my old man sweater. It is my favorite.
Okay,
It's like a security blanket.
I
Who,
keep casting mending because it's a cantrip until it's good as new.
Nice.
Hooray! Thanks.
small
Dad.
patch at a time.
You guys have picked the best spells. Like, I've never played with a group that has picked all these handy spells.
Hooray!
Yeah,
so useful.
good on ya. Nicely done. So, you said you were going to look for a tavern, or?
That sounds like the next order of business, because we need to decide if we're going to heist or if we're going to reverse kidnap. Some people call that a rescue. I guess there's a term for that.
Are we heisting a person or books? Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. Depends on if it's willingly, I guess. Rescuing is willing. Reverse kidnap is dicey.
I'm just not sure where we would begin with Nadalia. I feel like we have very little information to go off of.
Yeah.
We say as we move towards a juice dispensary.
Yeah, so you make your way down the streets back toward the market. That is where Mnemosyne, Taanyth, and Fen, you're a little more familiar with that area. Along the way, you come across a scene of an angry mob of commoners that are trying to leave. A tall man with a long black hair and a leather eye patch, which Ves'ryn and Var'ryn recognize as Captain Zodge, is in the middle of the fray. A fight has broken out, and this Captain Zodge is just throwing punches at these commoners. You will not! The Flaming Fist is in charge now. He stops and he sees you. Ah, yes, recruits. I must speak with you. And he kind of brushes off what he's, a little bit of blood from his gauntlet. And he turns to his other mercenaries. Take care of the rest. And he comes to you. There were 2 of you. Now there are 5. That is good. The Flaming Fist needs more. More recruits.
Baron goes, this is the captain of the Flaming Fist, the community member I spoke of earlier. I do not recall him punching as many people when we last spoke. But nevertheless, here he is, punching innocent bystanders.
Hardly innocent.
You get the feeling their first interaction with him was probably a little bit less violent than this.
Hardly innocent. The refugee crisis, says Captain Zodge, has stoked fears that Baldur's Gate might suffer the same fate as Elturel. Have you not heard what has happened to Elturel?
Yes, we passed through that space on our way here. You will recall, escorting some refugees.
You said you passed through that space. Has Elturel been burned to the ground? What is it? Not there anymore?
Yes, Captain Zodge continues. Nothing there but a hole in the ground, apparently. The refugee crisis has stoked fears that Baldur's Gate might suffer the same fate. Our Grand Duke, Ulder Ravengard, was visiting Elturel on a diplomatic mission when the city was destroyed. Coincidence? I think not.
The Grand Duke of Baldur's Gate was there when the city was destroyed.
Ulder Ravengard, yes. The Knights of Elturgard call themselves Hell Riders. A few of them escaped the destruction and think we are somehow to blame for Elturel's downfall. Or a bunch of self-righteous rabble-rousers were arresting them on sight, but that's left us short-handed to deal with another problem. For that, I need all of your help, he says. I said, we're arresting them on sight. That's left us short-handed to deal with another problem. And he, already having recruited Ves'ryn and Var'ryn, he turns to Mnemosyne, Taanyth, and Fen. I need your help.
How dangerous are these Hell Riders? How can we recognize them?
That is an issue that we will cross that bridge when we come to it. Baldur's Gate has been plagued by followers of the Dead Three. The gods Bane, Baal, and Merkel.
Don't say their names.
I thought we would wipe them out.
It's like, ah!
I thought we would wipe them out, but apparently not. These purveyors of fear and death are taking advantage of the current crisis to commit murder sprees throughout the city. As my appointed deputies in this matter, you'll have license to kill these wretches on sight. Find their lair and wipe it out. Eliminate anyone who gets in your way, and don't worry about collateral damage.
Do we get actual badges or licenses?
I suppose I can make that happen. Yes. I'll speak to the smith. If you do what I say, I'll see that each of you receive gold in addition to my gratitude.
Who's in charge now that the Grand Duke is gone?
That is a matter we will attend to at another time. A few blocks from the gate, and you're not far from the gate, is the Elf Song Tavern. A spy named
it's a famous place.
A spy named Tarina hangs out there, gathering rumors for the guild. She owes me a favor, so tell her that you work for me. Ask her what she knows about the Dead Three. And for the love of Baldur's Gate, be nice. Tarina has dangerous friends.
That's awesome.
Like werejacks?
Upon seeing us, these humans, I believe they were humans at least, transformed into these monstrous dog-like creatures. The ether floated us the name Jackalware.
There's no real way to tell which form was the true form and which was the
True, perhaps
guys.
they were masquerading as humans, or perhaps they were humans with the darker side to them.
Well, that is certainly concerning.
It's like the Grand Duke's gone. Who's can't be anarchy here. Somebody's got to be.
Captain Zodge, when he asked the question, said, "The Flaming Fist is in charge, and you're part of it. No.
So it's martial law then.
Flaming fist.
Any more of that martial law talk, and we'll beat you up and lock you up at night.
That's right.
Okay,
Yeah.
not martial law, I see. My mistake.
Perhaps we should go see this Terima at the Song Tavern, the Elf Song Tavern.
Elf
Yeah.
Song.
If this
Tavern.
individual knows much and has powerful friends, perhaps they have the answers you seek.
Yeah, I do think, though, that is where we're going to end for the night.
Okay.
So next time we will start by heading to the Elf Song Tavern.
Oh, this is exciting. We're getting into more lore than I'm familiar with.
Me too.
Yeah, same.
So, Var'ryn,
Learn new
Ves'ryn.
things.
Oh, go ahead, Ves'ryn. Sorry. No, I want to hear what you were going to say.
Just said we're all learning new things.
We are, yeah. Var'ryn, Ves'ryn, very, wow, 3 V's in a row.
Yep.
Very, I couldn't think of another V. Very happy to have you with us in this group. That was a lot of fun. Good role playing, everybody. See if you can give each other a high five.
Where are you, Courtney? Are you on this side of me? On the overlay, you're over
Nice.
here.
I'm going angled to
Hey!
Fen there. And okay. Good job.
Let's do this for
everybody.
20 minutes.
Yeah.
So
Perfect.
thanks everyone, and I hope you have a good night, and we will see you in 2 weeks, I believe. Good
All
night,
right.
Al.
Bye, Internet.
Awesome. Yeah. Have a good night, everybody.
I love you.